Welcome, traveler. You must speak the ancient words to... Nah, just messing with you. You ready to play some D&D?
The movie is...
What? I texted you about it when it first came out. I was like, you have to watch
all the
this
way.
shit.
Did you read the comic before you watched that movie, Jared?
Yes, I did.
And you still like the movie?
I did.
Flee from me.
Welcome to the party in this episode of D20 The Curtain, where Oklahoma Theater Geeks hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons and Dragons. How's everybody doing?
Good. The series was fantastic.
The series.
Yeah, that just was me giving you guys a
The
word to
comic
start
book is
talking.
perfect.
Well, yes, of course, the comic book was perfect, but I also thought that the things that they changed were very fitting. I thought that it worked well cinematically. No?
All right, let us introduce the crew. I'm Jerome. I'm your Dungeon Master.
I'm Timothy, and I play Allie.
I'm Kara, and I play Nesrin.
Oh, that's me. That's me. I was still glaring at Jared. I am Jennifer, and I play Eula Reed.
I'm Jared. I'm Jade.
And I'm Jody, and I play Lapis.
We want to welcome back our guest player and our friend, Miss Susan Riley. Welcome back.
Hey.
Playing.
We're going to keep you safe.
Mr. Susan, who are you playing?
I am Mirabelle.
Mirabelle. Before we jump into our story, we have just a few announcements we'd like to make. First off, we want to send all of our love, thanks, and support to all of the wonderful people listening to us in Washington State. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome.
Beautiful
You are
country.
making big numbers in the downloads.
Mount
Yeah.
Rainier is gorgeous.
We also want you guys to stay safe. Know that we love and appreciate you all. Plus, we have to acknowledge the growing community of listeners in Canada.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think we made A.
I love how
Gave us
that's
Celine Dion. Thank you for
Hey.
Celine Dion.
It's a mood.
We got a couple of shout outs. What you got for us?
Ooh, big shout out to my homeboy, Captain Apathy. You are awesome.
My favorite thing today has been you saying the word homeboy.
Yes, and a huge shout out to Oki1 Kenobi.
Best name ever.
And
Clever.
just just props
Awesome.
for that really
I think that
awesome
he goes by Oki
name.
Ben.
Help me, Oki-Wan. Help me, Oki-Wan.
Thanks so much for giving us some love. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank
and
you so much.
speaking of love, if you guys want to give us a review beyond just using Apple, you can also go to Podchaser and leave us some information, because we get better when you tell us, insight. That's
Don't
really
lie.
Yeah.
right, guys.
Yeah, man,
And not
it's
just
such a-
reviews, we can also talk to us on Facebook and Twitter, and follow us with Instagram and YouTube. And also, we have a new feature on our website, which is Speaker Pipe, which you can also leave us a voice message.
Ooh.
Just in the right-hand side, there's a tab that you can hit send voicemail, and just leave us a voicemail and just a pre-recorded message, and maybe you'll hear it on the air.
Oh, I hope we
would
hear it
love
on the
that.
air. I think we'll hear some on the air.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah,
I
that'd
wonder
be
if we can make
cool.
that happen.
So
I bet we can. We
go
have
to our
that
website
power.
and
We have that power.
I would totally do that.
Mhm.
Well, with that out of the way, is there anything else before we jump in?
Here, Belle, you got this, girl.
don't kill Lapis.
Don't kill me.
Okay. Let's bring the curtain up. When last we met, Allie, Nesrin, Eula, Jade, and Lapis joined forces with a young human woman known as Mirabelle to defeat a group of straggling raiders from the cult of the dragon. Privately to Allie, Nesrin expresses trepidation about their new alliance and secretly suggests that together they leave the group, even if it means parting from their newly reunited siblings. Allie refuses and convinces an anxious Nesrin to stay. The party formulates a dangerous skeletal plan to infiltrate the raiders' camp ahead, using Lapis as a prisoner to gain entry. With their plan in place, the party sets off across the green fields deep to the south, where they are set upon by the cult's rear guard, and are able to convince them that they have captured the Earth's Genasi, narrowly escaping a deadly ambush. Permitted to proceed, but unsure what they face, the party decides it is best to enter the camp through its main gates, only to come face to face once again with the vicious half-dragon Langda Drossen Cyanrath. Cyanrath orders the disguised Hillgardens and Mira to throw Lapis into a crowded prisoner's pen, while she awaits judgment by the mysterious cult leader, Fulham Monband, with the prediction that Lapis will be dead by morning. What would you guys like to do?
I immediately hop off my horse and approach Lapis, give her a nod as I kind of am checking my team, making sure this is the right move.
You give Lapis a nod.
Yeah, make sure she's cool with me doing this.
I'm gonna lock you up now. Are you okay with that?
Okay, so
I'm gonna send you to your impending death.
go ahead and make. I'm gonna have you make, because I mean you're doing this in front of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception. Make a sleight of hand
Oh,
check.
okay.
Just because you're giving her a nod, you're kind of checking in.
A sleight of head check.
A sleight of head.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. So you're gonna secretly intimate that I'm gonna get rough with you here. As you hop down off your horse, you're being eyed by Langdedrosa and his lackeys. The cages are probably about, I don't know, about 60 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna just start marching her towards the cage.
Put her with the others.
As they're doing this, I would like to sort of sleek back towards the outskirts of people, so I'm not going to be accidentally hitting someone.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
I am definitely putting on a show of pretending to be rough with her. I'm not treating her well, but I'm also not harming her.
My stealth was a natural 20.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice
Hell
job,
yes.
Allie. See, Lathander provides, motherfuckers.
I also, invoke the 9 lords of hell.
Doesn't mean you're evil.
So Allie, as Jade is making his way with Lapis, nobody can see you, so you're able to dart in and out. They don't even get a whiff of your presence.
Straight to the cage with you. There it is.
Yes. I grunt like I'm being really hurt.
I'm making sure that the binds are still loose enough that she can get out, but
Jade, make a performance check.
fuck me. Fuck yes, that's a 22.
Ooh, there you go.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
You're there watching Langdedrosa nodding his head and sort of laughing to himself, and he turns over his shoulders. His lackeys laugh along with them. They are buying this ruse.
This is so Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, like Aslan moment for me.
As you're making your way toward the cages, you're taking in the number of about 9 figures. And one of them is tied directly to the center post that serves as an anchor to this building, this structure. They're huddled in corners, trying not to make eye contact with you. A series of guards, 2 posted on either side of the door. One turns to the door itself, unlatches the lock, and removes the chain that holds the wooden structure closed, and opens the door and eyes you directly as you stand, as you walk to the door, approaching it with Lapis in front of you.
I'm going to look to the person who unlocked it and say, back off, she's dangerous.
And he steps back.
I'm going to shoot my head up, gasp at his performance.
You gasp at his performance?
I mean, like, I'm going to just, I'm kind of watching. Yeah, I kind of.
No, you said you
gasp.
gasped.
I gasp. I do.
Is
I
what you
gasp.
said. So one of the cultists gasp at the prisoner.
I was just joking. I was just kidding. It was like a joke.
Oh no!
I was
No, you weren't.
just joking. I was like, out
You
of
just now
character
figured out that that was a
joke.
bad idea. Is what you did.
No, it's not a character joke.
I don't think it was. I'm gonna say that when you gasp out loud, Langdedrosa looks at you. It's your problem.
I don't say anything, and I just keep my head down.
Oh my God.
Langdedrosa moves one of his henchmen out of the way and steps towards you. What's your problem?
I'm just really excited about what's going to happen to her.
Goo.
Make a deception check.
It's in your wheelhouse.
I know.
Girl, come on, girl. Come on, girl.
Oh, you get me killed. Oh, you get me killed.
17.
He looks at you. I'm excited too. Yes. Put her in. I'll be back after we've discussed our options. Go back to your duties, all of you. And Langdedrosa makes his way, not to the tent from which he emerged, but to a separate location, deeper into the south of the camp. And before his men start to disperse, and before he veers out of sight, he takes a look at Jade and Lapis being placed inside the structure. He holds his gaze as Lapis stands in front of the doorway with Jade at her back.
I have my head down.
I'm gonna put her in, but I'm going to do my best to not lock it.
Like, just describe to me what's happening here.
I've got her by with my right hand. I've got her arms tied. I'm gonna,
I'm cloaked,
Oh, okay.
by the way.
I'm gonna, do the nice police officer thing and push her head down.
Hood down, but cloak still on, because I still have my crossbow, hand axe, and dagger under my cloak, concealed.
That's an important thing to know, because you've got this cloak on. Okay.
Probably shouldn't have said anything. Should have just kept that on the DL.
Like
Yeah,
a
that-
cat, baby.
That's
Who has your
tried to stick
glaive?
that beside me. Jade has the glaive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what-
Jade has the glaive.
Jade
So
has my
you got a
glaive.
cloak on. Okay, so Jade and Lapis.
But I did when I fought him too. I
That's
always
fine,
have.
but you're going into a jail. They're not going to let you keep your. They're not like, we're morons. Let's let her have weaponry inside the cape. So when,
They don't know that I have weaponry.
but they know
They
how
don't
to
need
take
to know that.
prisoners. They're
It's
they're
not the first day on the
new.
job.
Shut up.
They're not like.
But we brought her
So
in.
Jade, you get her to the
Yeah, they brought
Jade,
me
you
in.
get her to the front door. The two guards on either side of the door open it.
Jen's face right
They open it. The guard who has opened it steps back while the other says, "I'm gonna need to check you." Opens your cloak.
I have them well concealed.
It'd have to be really well concealed.
I have them in my butt. Okay. I have a crossbow.
That is a forgiving
I need you to
butt.
make an athletics check for the crossbow in your butt.
I can do an athletics check.
I forgot the gallon of lube that we keep with us at all times.
I keep the dagger in my
You know how
boot.
big a crossbow is?
I'm gonna roll.
Yes. I should have said nothing. Why did I?
That's a natural
Oh,
19.
I thought they
That's
might
their
want to.
investigation check. They're gonna pat you down. They're
You said
checking you.
athletics.
No, I'm teasing you. You're not gonna have to make an athletics check for the crossbow in
Damn
your
it! Because
butt.
I rolled a 21. I rolled a 21. I could get it up
Lapis
there.
is walking very, very slowly to the cage.
You wondered why she was so clumsy.
Yeah.
Don't cough.
Really a natural, like dancer.
The guard pats you down and finds the crossbow, finds the dagger. You didn't do a very good job of checking her, did you? And he looks at Jade, hands the weaponry to the other guard. You got anything else on you, genie bastard?
No.
It won't matter if you do. You'll be dead by sunrise. And he moves Jade out of the way, literally pushing against him. Jade, just make a dexterity check.
14.
Okay. He pushes back against you. You're swift, deft enough to kind of move your shoulder and keep yourself from taking any brunt from his force. But his point is made as he shoves Lapis and pushes her heartily, making her fall to her knees as she's pushed into the cage. He slams the door behind her, locks it. This is the other guy, the other guard. Well, turning back to his post, be about your duties. There's work to be done.
Can I watch where he puts his key?
Me too.
Both of them have attached their key to their belt.
Okay.
Another guard, smaller than most of the men that you've seen thus far. And she says, impressive. Very, very impressive. I imagine Steinrath would have much preferred our prisoner be free so that she could speak of his strength and prowess in combat. No matter. You two. Looking at Jade and Eula. Perimeter guard. You. Looking at Mira and Nesrin. Come with me. And she starts to walk off deeper into the camp.
I dismount my horse and look at Mira and nod and follow.
Follow.
I take the reins.
Okay.
Who do I'm assuming there are other people in this cage with me. Is it like a gen pop or is it individual cages?
No, it's general It's general population there, Oz.
Is Lapis going gen pop?
Jody's watching way too much TV.
Oh, I'm wondering who all is in there with me.
This is a general space. Most of these people are cowering. They're tending bruises. They are worn. They are exhausted. And most of them are trying to avert their gaze, not to look at you, not to give any sense that they even acknowledge that you've entered.
Are they tied up in there? Or is it all?
Mira, make a perception check. Just because all of this stuff is happening so fast, how much of it do you see?
Yeah, and I was wondering how much we could kind of see through our mask. Like if I made eyes at Eula, like, hey, could she see my big eyes?
You can try to communicate some information, and we can make a check for it.
I'm gonna flash some eyes in Ula's direction and give a little wink, like I got this, don't you worry. But more like
trust you.
I'm just gonna go see what happens, but I don't really got this.
Want me to make an insight check?
Make an insight check.
Did you get all that?
Like I'm actually scared
One hell of a
shitless, but
wink.
I'm following this lady. Wink.
Perception was a 9.
Okay.
Mine was a 14.
Okay. Eula, you look at Nesrin, and through her mask, she is displaying what can only be regarded as her natural sense of bravado and control. You get that that's what she's saying. Whether or not you believe that she is as capable as she thinks she is, that's completely up to you. Mira, as you are quickly following the female cultist, it is a whirlwind, and you know it would be foolish to delay the order. But you take in as much as you can, and what you see with a 9, there are roughly somewhere between 8 to 10 people inside. They all look very worn, tired, in some cases not well and need medical attention. You look and see multiple people who could possibly be your parents, but other than that, you just are not able to take in much more information before you are following quickly behind the guard and Nesrin quickly behind you. The perimeter guard step up to Eula and Jade. A big, brawny character, but not particularly tall. Looks up and says, "Nice glaive. Real nice. All right, we got work to do. They want to make sure this perimeter's met. We don't want anybody sneaking in. So, let's go. And they start to lead towards the outside.
I follow.
I follow.
As you follow, 2 other guards pull in behind you. A wrangler proceeds to take the reins from you, Eula, and continues on with the horses, walking up near the front gate. And so now you 2 are being escorted by 2 from behind. The one who is leading you, who catches up with another. And now there are 4 guards with you as you guys make your way out of the camp and start to move around the perimeter.
As they walk away, I turn my head back because as I'm leaving and see this, and my eyes are as large as saucers.
Can I tell who's from inside the cage, who's watching who's specifically like watching the cage and who's like really not just paying attention to it?
Make a perception check.
I will do that. $22.
Okay. With the 22, what you can see, Lapis, is first of all, you instantly notice the state of exhaustion and injury among the prisoners. They've been overworked. They are not just tired, they're near collapse. These people seem to have been worked to the point of, past the point of exhaustion. Some have open bleeding wounds. You notice a couple in the corner in their late 40s, probably, human. And it's hard to deny that they seem to bear a striking resemblance to your new companion. But even you recall that she said her father, mother, and sister were captured. And there seems to be no sign of any girl connected to them as the 2 of them are huddled together. At the post in the center of the room, there sits a very wounded, very badly injured and exhausted elven male. His robes and adornments seem to indicate that he might very well be a monk. Outside the perimeter of the cage, you notice that there are roughly about 5 individuals who are making their way around this space on pretty regular intervals. That they seem to be hiding the fact that they're posted, but rather kind of constantly in motion, so you're never really clear who exactly is watching at any given time. But as you're taking in all of what's happening, you realize this is all part of the trick. It looks like it's just these 2 guards, but really at least 5 people are keeping their eyes on these prisoners at all times.
I am going to cross to the monk in the center, and I'm going to kind of stand with my back to him and kind of whisper around so it doesn't look like I'm directly talking to him, but I'm just kind of, Gen Pop whisper.
Oh, Gen Pop.
Gen Pop.
Know it well.
Listen. Are you listen?
I need you first to make a stealth check.
Oh, God.
Oh, you got this.
At disadvantage?
Oh my
Because I'm
God.
disadvantaged at stealth?
Well, tell you what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you make a performance check.
Oh, God, that's even worse. That's a -1.
Oh,
At least with stealth, I get a +2. 18 -1, so 17.
oh,
Okay.
oh.
Your voice, enough for him to hear you, but soft enough that anybody outside the perimeter of the tent would have a difficulty time at least understanding you. You see the figure lift his head. I am Leeson. Who are you?
My name is Lapis. I'm Jade's sister.
Jade. Is he here?
He's come to rescue you. Be patient.
Why? So close to learning what I must. Perhaps it was foolish for you to have come. Keep your voice quiet. Very skillful, these raiders. He just head down almost instantly as one of the guards around the back of the perimeter of the cage starts to become interested.
I walk away from him. From Leeson.
Okay.
And just start casually wandering about, waiting for the guards to stop noticing anything.
Eula, Jade, you guys are now following the other guards that are with you. Keep your eyes peeled. We don't want anyone sneaking back up from Greenash. We've been successful, yes. But who knows how long before they get the courage to take us on.
You're damn right.
Stay together.
You're damn right. Hey, we were back there. Where are we going next?
Too bad you're not in Gen Pop too. You do well. They think you have a real pretty mouth.
Oh my God.
That's one thing Fulham hasn't told us yet. But I think she's making plans. She and Langda Drosa. They want another raid. The more we assemble the horde, the sooner she'll be back. Tiamat be praised.
I am but a servant.
As are we all. Girl. As are we all.
They just.
Sound like Tina Belcher.
The four of you are walking around the outer perimeter. You don't go all the way around in a circular motion. You kind of make your way around one side and then come back. As you're making your way back on the first path, you notice pretty quickly on that there is another group of 6 on the other side.
Well, of course.
Can I see where Nessie and Langda Dr. Rosa went?
As you were watching, I mean, what you saw before you had to leave is they were making their way up to another tier of the space, deeper in the ravine itself. The levels, they were going higher, and the lady who was leading them, or that was leading them away, was at the base of a ladder that was headed up. That's the last thing you saw.
The gentleman that's leading us, does he hold a position of leadership?
I mean, he has taken charge and then took you guys out. He's the one who's been speaking for the group thus far. That's the extent of what you know. If you would like to make a intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check.
Okay. Yeah, I would. That's 10.
Your best guess is this guy's the guy that everybody's taking orders from.
Okay.
At least this perimeter guard, for sure.
I'm gonna ask the guy. You like this glaive?
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. You get off that. The genie.
Yeah.
Yes. He turns and looks at you, stops. Mind if I take a look?
No, I don't mind.
Gets a hold of it. He's not nearly as capable with it. It's a lot heavier a weapon than he is used to. And so it's a lot more work for him to keep it up. Yeah. Maybe, friend, they'll let us kill her with it. Wouldn't that be grand? It'll leave a message to all those who follow. Don't you agree? And he looks at the two of you.
Yeah.
Okay, make a performance check.
You're letting people freaking touch my glaive?
17.
I had a plan.
They all kind of join in the laughter. Yeah, that'll be great.
Evil laughter.
Can I show you something with it though? Something I figured out.
Sure. I think you should show me. Yeah, I want to see.
Well, let me show you in private.
Slap and stick.
Want to go to the basement?
Oh, no.
I
And
can
as you
take it to
do
my mom's
this-
place.
Sweating.
As you say this, the two guard behind you take note of it and kind of turn their heads. Make a persuasion check.
Fuck.
You really want to see it? It's
Oh
great.
man.
That's a 5.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
He takes the glaive and he says,
You're gonna lose.
"What the hell you got to show me? Maybe I should show you something." And he takes the glaive and swings it underneath and stops it just below your neck. Do your job. Do you understand me?
Team Belcher.
I think I'll hold on to your prize.
Oh, fuck.
You let him take my glaive.
And he starts walking with the glaive, using it kind of like a walking
You
stick.
just heard Lapis's head, a voice in your head. Let him take my stick.
Let him take my glaive. I will kill you.
And as you two are following,
No.
flanked on both sides, front and back, with these cultist guards, you realize this may be a more difficult mission than you expected. Meanwhile, going up to the 3rd level, the highest level, without being in the towers themselves. You two, I want you to keep a very close eye on the lands. We've had concerns from Fulham. She wants to be sure that we watch the monk. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you watching for?
I think he's just the type that would try to make an escape. Oh, you weren't here when he was taken in, were you?
I was not.
Let me catch you up. This bastard thought he would make himself at home, infiltrate our group. Little did he know that we have our processes in place to root out intruders and imposters. Now, if he makes the slightest attempt to escape, we are to kill him on sight. Without it, we want to find out who he's talked to, what he knows. You'll be my eyes here. It'll give me a chance to check on supplies and to ensure that everything in the hatchery is going well. The young hatchlings should be fed soon, and I want to see it.
Would you like us to feed them?
I don't think Resmir would appreciate us breaking the bonds of that sacred space.
Of course.
But it's a funny joke. I wouldn't make it in her presence.
Of course not. I've been trying stand up. It's not working very well.
We're to kill him on spot if we see him move or escape. Is that right?
Absolutely. We cannot have him informing anyone of our plans. The Mother of Dragons shall return. And when that day comes, all the nations of the world shall tremble before her majesty. Until then, mum's the word.
Beam, 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 beam.
Tiamat be praised. Yes, I recognize the song.
That's a solid jam.
Of the blood of the mother.
Ah, and she looks down as a group of the party returns. They are carrying over them what look like two large creatures, perhaps antelope, perhaps deer, over their backs. One, they sit down in front of the tent that Langdedrosa emerged from. The other, they hold on their shoulders.
Supper time.
And they're indicated a space almost directly beneath you, and walk into it and disappear out of sight. I should go. It seems our provisions have arrived, and those dragons will be impressive to watch feed.
You are so lucky.
We are all lucky to be in her service, young one. Tiamat be praised. She starts to walk down on this. You're outside. She starts to walk down on this level to get down on the ladder and start to climb down. Above you is a guard tower that goes up another 15 feet. You can hear up in it as you watch from this plateau, this perch. From here, you can almost see the location in which you all stopped to have your conversation. You know that if you were up in the tower, you could see from there. The cultist who just left you starts to make her way down the ladder. There is another coming to you. You have a couple of moments, however, just between the two of you, if you like, as is making his way around to you.
What the hell are we doing here? We need to go. We don't. Do you have a plan?
Just stay here. Keep an eye out and wait till this guard leaves.
And then what?
Then we'll figure something out.
That's great. Great.
Okay.
Great.
The guard is starting to come around, looks at the two of you who are both still in your mask. How goes it, friends?
We are of the blood. We are of the mother. We are just standing watch and reporting for duty.
They're about to feed downstairs.
It's going to be something. Like good something.
I suppose it will be.
So cool.
Yes.
Once you've seen one hatchling, I suppose you've seen them all. I, of course, have seen many hatchlings in my time. You
We've never seen the hatchlings.
You two seem new.
Yeah, we are new. We hope to one day, because that's why we're here. I mean, besides the servitude of the mother.
Tiamat be praised.
Tiamat be praised.
Be praised.
Grace.
Make a deception check here.
A deception check?
Got
Yeah.
this, girl. Roll it up.
I believe in you.
That was cute. Come on.
She's so excited. She's quivering.
8.
8? You don't think the dragons are impressive? You don't think it's impressive that I've seen dragons? I've seen dragons, many a dragons. I tell you what, I spoke to the dragon myself.
What did you say?
Days from being a worm speaker, you understand?
Well, tell me. I think you are obviously amazing, and I am fascinated by you and would love to know what you've learned and said to the dragon.
Well, I said it would be a good idea if the dragon would help us serve the mother. And that, as old and as powerful as he was, he would be a welcome servant to Mother Tiamat. Praise her glory.
Praise and glory for sure. Did he consent to that?
Well, you saw him, didn't you?
I mean, I did, yes. So But what I mean, did you come up with the next plan as well?
Well, I mean, I'm consulted by Frulamundus. I'm consulted by Rismir. I'm consulted by Langdesrosa. These men trust me.
Well, you seem wise. Why would they not? You have a definite air of a nobility and ability about you.
How did you come up with such a plan?
I mean, I'm on Tinderhooks.
Well, I mean, I spoke my mind and I led them to their righteous action. I'll need to go. You two have work to do, yes?
Of course, but I'm so sorry. I have to humble myself in your presence because I have heard about you amongst the followers and your wisdom. And I just hope one day to be as wise as you. And if there's anything you can teach me on how to be that, I would ever be in your debt. I mean, you remember what it was like to be new and young on the beat.
Young on the beat.
I think we're cops.
Make a persuasion check.
11.
All right. I'll tell you two this. Frulam's powerful, sure. The real force is Resmir. And I'll tell you something else. Were you here last night?
We were not.
So you didn't see the girl.
No.
The girl. I believe she's converted. I believe they've taken her in. And with powerful family like she's from, our fortunes are set. Now, don't know where they took her. The plan is tomorrow morning to kill the parents.
Oh.
And guess who's gonna swing the sword?
You are.
You got it.
Praise be.
I'll get the respect I'm due after that. And we'll send a message all across the Sword Coast. The cult of the dragon will have its day, and Tiamat will return. Now, keep it between you. And he starts to walk off. Good work. I am of the blood. I am of the mother.
I'm of the blood. I'm of the mother.
Blessed be.
And he walks off.
Mira, it's your sister, isn't it?
It has to be.
How close are you to your sister?
Very close. I've known her all my life.
Well, I meant, do you get along well with your sister?
As any sister would.
Yes, as any sister would. I think we should find your sister then, huh?
We have to. We have to tonight.
If it was my sister, I wouldn't leave her behind. I start marching, but in an investigative way.
Investigative marching. I'm listening.
And I look at Mira and to kind of gesture like we've got to explore and find the sister.
I was watching the guy that had the keys, and I'm trying to not shadow them, but if I can, they're not right there next to the cage. Is one.
The two men that you saw with keys are on either side of the door.
Okay.
They're flanking the door of the cage.
Okay. I'm going to wait on that, but I'm going to drift back a little bit between some tents and stuff and message Lapis.
How are you going to message?
Where no one, it's a cantrip and no one can see me. And so I can just say, I'm going to explore and look around. You okay?
Can I talk back to him even though I don't have that cantrip?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him, be careful and get me the hell out of here.
We will.
I'm also going to let him know that I found Leosin.
Okay. What about Mira's family?
Working on it.
Okay. I'll be back. And then I'm going to sort of go through intense but nothing. I'm not going to open any doors, just peek in things that are already open and see if I see anything, overhear anything, just making my way, getting a survey of
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Mira's family. I'm looking for an escape route. I'm also looking for the loot that they just took from Greenest, the Horde.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. How much time do you want to spend with this?
Not, I'd say maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, because you've got a lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time.
Investigation would be an 11.
You can see pretty quickly that there is a cave at the back of the camp, which seems to be off limits. It is being guarded very, very well. You see Cyanwrath go off into that cave. You looking about through the various tents as best you can. You can see that no prisoners are being kept inside the tents themselves. You hear the name Resmir. You've also heard the term Dragon Lady, which seems to be interchangeable with that name.
With Resmir or Mondev?
With Resmir.
Okay.
You hear that the plan is to execute 2 of the prisoners. You've heard them say they have been worked as hard as they can be, and now with the daughter in tow, they no longer need them.
Okay.
So you go into the last of the tents. There's a discussion being had by 2 lieutenants, and you're having to keep yourself out of sight, but hear what they're saying. I want you to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception?
Yep.
Disadvantage.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Disadvantage, perception. That turned into a -3. No, sorry. No. 5.
A 5?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, God.
You don't know this, but it seems the Oberon girl, they believe she will make a loyal servant. I have my doubts, but with their wealth, I believe it is possible. They've taken her to, and you can no longer hear what they're saying.
Oh,
That's your 5.
it's a 5.
And then you hear them resume their talk. You know, perhaps we should talk to Langdedrosa. Kill them in the morning, yes, but why not have fun with them tonight? Perhaps I can convince His Royal Highness. And he makes his way out of the tent just past you. And he moves so quickly you almost don't have time to react, but he sweeps past you.
Okay. I'm going to sort of look where he goes, but I'm not going to follow him because it sounded like we need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
So I'm going to be working my way back towards the cave.
My hands are still tied. I'm going to the 2 elderly people that looked like Mirabelle. You said they were sitting on the ground?
Yes.
I'm going to go sit by them and just kind of, like I'm resting
Okay.
near them and check around to see if anybody's looking at us. Do I see anybody watching?
Make a perception check. Make it a good roll.
5.
You look around. Looks like the coast is clear.
Mirabelle.
The woman responds, "What did you say?"
Is your daughter Mirabelle?
And she just starts to cry. And the husband quiets her. And both just nod their heads. And the husband, trying to be sneaky, it's an 18.
Sweet.
Have you seen our daughter? And he is worn and broken.
She is here with me. She's come to save you.
Both of them cannot hide their elation.
Shh. We've got to get you out. Do you know where your daughter is? Your other daughter?
They shake their heads subtly. We don't. We haven't seen her since yesterday.
Are you able to move when the time comes?
We may need help, but we can do our best. The husband says.
When the time comes, be prepared.
We'll be ready.
Very well. Be at peace.
Who are you?
My name is Lapis. I'm a friend of Mira's. You do not know me, if anyone asks.
And they both nod their heads. Jade, Eula, you have reached the end of this first set of patrols.
Well, perimeter looks good. You two, stay here. Watch the flank of the front gate. Keep your eye out. Make sure no one approaches from Green Est. The rest of you, keep your eye out inside. Watch that monk. We don't want Frulam's prize getting away.
I am of the blood.
I'm of the mother. Praise Tiamat's glory.
And he makes his way inside, calling the others behind him.
Before they go, I am going to whisper with the weight of my command spell to the commander. Drop.
Drop?
Yes. And drop the glaive. He won't know it came from me if I'm tricky enough.
Better get my glaive
God
back.
damn it, I'll get Lapis will kill me otherwise.
Go ahead and make. Oh, God. This is going to be bad.
She'll kill me.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
This I can do.
Oh,
You
wow,
got to just be
the
very
lead.
subtle.
23.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yes.
All right. Now,
17 naturally.
what do I have to roll for the spell?
DC 14.
That's a 7.
Oh,
My glaive is back.
Oh.
And he stops as he's walking. The other guards don't even stop because they know where they're going. He simply drops this glaive at his side and continues on his path.
Jade, pick it up. Jade, pick it up. Jade, pick it up. Jade, pick it up. Jade, pick it up.
I grab it. I do not rush. I merely, oh, he dropped this. That's my demeanor. And I regroup with Eula. What do we do?
Can anybody see us? I look around. Is there anybody nearby?
Make a perception check. Make it a disadvantage since you're trying to do this quickly.
That would be an 8.
An 8. From what you can tell, nobody is paying very close attention to you. As you're doing this, one of the guards emerges from the back area of the camp, pretty close in proximity to the cage with the prisoners. And he begins to attack this pan in his hand. Bling, 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 bling. Friends, we have been successful. And the crowd erupts. Yeah!
Yay.
Tonight we will have revelry. Yeah! First we eat, and then we play. Tiamat be praised! And the crowd erupts. Tiamat be praised!
Yay.
And they all start to make their way towards the fire. It's probably about 50 feet away from the cages and about 110 feet away from the front entrance.
Are there less guards around the cage now? Did some of those
The
go?
2 guards that were posted remain.
Can I notice if any of the rest of them that I had seen watching earlier are watching?
Make a perception check.
Yes. 23.
You're seeing at least 2 of those additional 3 guards have made their way toward the food. One of them still hovers in this space.
Okay. So I've got 3 total watching that I can tell.
That you can tell, yes.
I am going to continue to just wander, kind of, hunched over. How big a cage is it?
This is a space that is probably 30 by 40.
I am going to untie my hands, but keep the rope held around them.
Make a dexterity check.
I'm messaging Nesrin. Where are you? We need to get out now. Things are happening. The parents are in the cage. The sister's gone. She's not even here. We got to get out of here now.
I can't leave Allie. We've got to find her sister.
Her sister's not here, I said. They've taken her away.
Where have they taken her? Do you know?
No.
And people are starting to get their food, and as they're getting their food, they're starting to kind of disperse out and move about, excited about what's coming next. Eula and Jade, what do you want to do?
Jade, I don't know where anybody is.
Me either.
What if I cause a distraction?
Yeah.
Can you find everybody and get them out of here?
I just change my face to the guard leader guy that dropped the glaive.
And everybody's starting to get their food, and they're taking their slabs of meat, and most of them are just holding it in their hands. There's no plates. They're just kind of eating, all anticipating and jumping around, and they're kind of excited about what's going to happen. What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to try to get the key from one of the guards.
All right, Allie. Go ahead and first make a stealth check.
Come on, stealth. Motherfucker. That would be a 5.
Oh, fuck.
But I'm invisible.
As you make your approach and you start to step up on the guard, you hear that? He looks around and doesn't see you. It's weird. Turns around and checks the gate, makes sure it's locked, shakes under the bit. Make a sleight of hand check.
There we go. Sleight of hand is 17.
Okay. As he checks the gate, that is weird. You're able to slip his key out from his belt.
I am going to go over and untie Leosin.
Okay. As he's shaking the gate, turns back around, his back to his post. You go over and untie Leosin. Go ahead and make a dexterity check just to get out of your own bonds.
19.
Yes.
Okay, you're able to get out of your bonds. You're able to slip them off and still maintain the appearance that your hands are bound together as you dip down, kneeling in front of Leosin and slowly untie his bonds. It takes a little bit longer because he's deeply tied. What are you doing, Nesrin?
I look to Mira and I say, my brother says your sister has been taken and she's not here. We have to get to the cage. We have to go.
Let's go.
And we make our way towards the cage.
The two of you make your way as everybody is huddled beneath you getting food. You're starting to come down the ladder, mingling in with the crowd who are all waiting for their slice of the hunt.
I glance back at Mirabelle's parents and give him a "it's time" nod.
The two of them start to help themselves up. They're slower than you'd like them to be. She assists him as he gets up, grunting at the pain of it.
I look towards Mira and I say, you've got to help me get my sister out now.
Oh, thanks, Nessie.
Where are the horses?
Just inside of the entrance, sort of underneath the gate's main watchtower.
Once I got the key, I'm going to run behind a tent somewhere out of sight from everyone and message Eula and say, well, there's a big distraction in there. Everyone's eating. We're going to try to do the escape now. And so get ready. And I'm going to drop my invisibility and cast Disguise Self. And disguise myself as one of the lieutenants that I saw in the tent.
One that you've seen, okay?
Yeah. Then cross up to those 2 guards and say, I'll watch them. Go ahead and get your food while there's still some to get.
All right. Allie, make a persuasion check.
Come on.
One persuasion.
This is persuading 2 guards who have one job to leave that job.
I rolled a 16, but with my persuasion bonus plus 7, that makes it a 23.
Ooh.
Sandwich.
Hey, thanks a lot. We appreciate
Save me
that.
some, though.
Another guard comes running up from around the other side of the structure.
Can I get in on that too?
Go on.
Thanks a lot. Tiamat be praised.
Yeah. Tiamat be praised.
The guards start to make their way into the group of people who are eating their food, anticipating this violence that is to come.
Oh, I don't know the plan, so I'm headed towards the gate.
I'm following. Yes.
Allie is sending off these other 2 guards. You guys are watching as these 2 guards are walking away. A third comes by you, making his way towards his 2s. We're gonna do violence tonight, boys, as they're making their way towards the smoking animal. Violence as you respond back. Allie now at the gate.
Are there horses? I want horses.
Your horses have been tied off right by the front gate.
I'm about to indigo this, or no, it's not indigo. It's the Andre the Giant, Princess Bride, and I'm just gonna show up with a bunch of horses. As many horses as I can get.
Okay.
I found a bunch of horses.
All right. I want you to make an animal handling.
You
check.
would do that. Oh, I do this okay. I'm gonna pray to the Lathander too. Help me, buddy.
With guards moving about, the screams and shouts of their excitement. The horses are getting a little jittery as you show up and start grabbing reins.
18?
Oh, hell
18.
yes.
18 will do it. The horses settle as they recognize you. Your horse specifically recognizes you, and the other horses follow suit. Unlocking the door.
Unlock the door and say, let's go. Make it quick.
Does Ali see us at this point?
At this point, you guys are coming
And
into
do
the-
I know that it's Allie, or do I just think it's some random bad guy?
It's me. Come on.
That's Allie.
It's like, come on, sis.
and certainly you recognize the agitation in his voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say the candor of his voice. I grabbed Leosin. Is Leosin capable of moving on his own, or how badly is he injured?
He is moving very slow.
I fireman hoist him over my
All
shoulder.
right.
Can I see my parents?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna run to them and help them.
Your father looks at you, almost can't believe, and kind of slows down to have this intimate moment with you. Oh, Mirabelle, my darling.
No time for this. No time for this. We've got to go. Niceties later.
Where's Yera? Have you found her?
But she's not here.
We have to find her. Yes, your mother says yes. Where can we look?
Ali, where did they take her?
She's been taken somewhere else. She's not here. We can't find her here, so we've got to save ourselves right now. We'll find her another time.
And we're sure she's not here.
When they took my crossbow and dagger, what did they do with those?
You don't know.
Okay. Damn it. Really want that crossbow right
You
now.
can go looking for him.
We can go find another crossbow. We don't have time for finding your damn crossbow.
I know. I don't have time to go looking for a crossbow.
And you're sure she's not here, Ali?
I overheard some lieutenants that said that they were going to kill the parents tonight and that they've taken the girl away. What exactly? Let me look at my notes and see what they...
We've eaten. Now
Okay.
we shall have
Okay,
joy.
once I-
Let's go.
Now. Let's go, let's
And
go,
we're
let's go.
Once I see that Eula has the horses, I run in as the perimeter guard.
I'm riding a horse and ready to help somebody up. Let's do this.
While they are celebrating and eating, they take note of movement of horses. They
I
take
start helping the parents up on the horse.
I'll take Leosin on a horse because we need to get him out fast.
Mira and Nesrin,
Oh, shit.
one of you two needs to make a athletics check
Oh, the
to help
strongest
the father
of the
get on.
bunch. Ugh. 16.
Not bad, not bad.
With 16, that'll just about do it. You're able to put the father to kind of butt lift him over,
Blood
so he's
adrenaline.
hanging over the back of the horse. How do you want to disperse as far as riding these horses out of here?
I'll put Leosin on a horse with me.
Smack that horse and make it ride.
You have your mom? Who is the mom? Somebody gets mom.
The mom has gotten herself up on another horse behind Eula.
Did all the other prisoners that were
They're
not
on their own as far as I'm
escaped
concerned.
too run out? Once I open-
the people are starting to move in the cages. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, get out. I jump off the horse. Nessie, you get up.
I get on the horse.
Eula can fly.
Okay.
Go.
I will give my ass to Mira.
And I take off running for the tree line.
Father's on the horse with me.
I'm on the horse with the mom.
I'm on a horse with Leeson.
Jade is on the donkey with Mira.
Allie, you jump onto the horse, still disguised as the lieutenant. Nesrin hops on with Mom, who's gotten herself up. Lapis has gotten Leeson up behind her, and he is sitting and upright. Mira and Jade, with the donkey left, jump onto it.
Yeah.
And the group of you start to make your way outside the perimeter with Eula left behind. The camp now, with all of this activity, is starting to take notice. Wait a minute. What the hell?
Everybody run. Run.
We're
The
running,
prisoners are free! The prisoners are free!
I'm
After
running.
them!
I'm smacking horse ass.
I need whoever's at the front of the horse to make an animal handling check. Allie, Nesrin, Lapis, and Jade, I assume.
Once everyone is out of the cage, I'd like to turn and cast Burning Hands towards the cage.
Okay.
19 for me.
19 for Allie.
21.
8.
Okay.
And I'm going to light up that cage, and if I can get a tent or two in there too.
Firing through the cage towards one of the tents, is that correct?
Sure, I'm trying to get as much damage done, so a little
Allie.
more havoc.
Fires ablaze from his hands. The side of the cage itself starts to catch on fire. As it does, prisoners start to run through the exit of the cage as the horses start to gallop off, followed by the donkey. The fire is starting to burn, and they're taking note of it.
And I yell, "Fire dragons rule!" And and I take off on the gallop with the
Eula, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to run as far and as fast as I can, trying to keep to the tree line until, or to the like kind of scrub line, until I find a place where I can fly upward and wait this out a little bit.
The horses taking off at a gallop. Eula making her way out of the main gate. The kobolds screaming after them as they're making all this noise. You take off flying, lifting up into the air as you hit the main gate. Inhabitants of the camp all trying to deal with fire, trying to deal with the remaining escaping prisoners before they even take note of which prisoners have been taken. In the meantime, Lapis, your horse is lagging behind the others. But with the average roll of you all moving so quickly and the animals following in their pack, until you finally make it far enough away to get a moment of breath. The coast being clear for the moment, what would you guys like to do?
I immediately just keep my eye out for Eula.
Yeah, I'm looking for Eula.
I'm going to check on my parents.
You pull the horses over to convene. The father and mother both exhausted from these activities as you keep your eyes to the sky waiting for Eula to arrive. They jump down off their horses, even exhausted as they are, and hug you, Mira. Their sense of loss almost as great as their sense of elation at having found you, the mother says. And what of Ira?
I don't know where she is. We couldn't find her.
Can I step down and
Sure, you can all get off. You can all take a moment to get off your horses if you'd like.
I stay on my horse.
I'm gonna help Leeson down and
Leeson just puts his hand to the side. We'll need to go soon. We can't wait here, but thank you. The mother looks Mira in the face. Your sister said such horrible things. As though she believed their nonsense of dragons and Tiamat. And she just collapses on you, your father. We have to get back to Amna. They don't like working with strangers, but we may not have a choice. They want the whole Sword Coast to fall under this dragon's rule. And perhaps now we have to make a way to work together. My daughter, And he just sobs. Will we ever see her again?
I will find her. Whatever I do, I will find her.
For now, we must stay together. We must get home. We have work to do.
Is home safe for you?
We have no inn. But we still have resources. And we still have a voice in our homeland. And he looks at Mira and puts his hand on her face. We have work to do, child. And he looks to the rest of you to find our daughter if you can. But we have work to do at home. And a people to lead. And he looks at Mira.
Let's go home.
He puts his arm around his daughter. His wife, Yura, propping him up. He's more leaning on Mira than comforting her. We should return to Green Nest. We have friends there. We will want to speak with the governor. We must make introductions of our daughter. He turns to his wife, who nods in response. You look up and seeing in the distance a worn-out Eula in flight, returning to you and landing near the party.
Sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I run up and give her a big hug.
Yeah, I was going to say, I run to her and grab her and hug her.
I'm sorry we couldn't find your sister, Mira. I overheard them say that she's gone off and she's not here, and they've taken her to somewhere, but I didn't hear where. But it sounds like it's true that she has joined this cult.
No, she's a smart girl. She'll say what she needs to survive. But I don't believe she'd join.
Do you truly, truly believe that?
I truly believe that.
All right. Then hopefully maybe we'll find her and she can help us.
Please find my sister. Like, I'm going to hug everybody.
We'll find her. I know the importance of sisters and family.
And this is the hug moment right here.
Oh, okay.
And this human girl, with her family watching, embraces Allie. And then Jade, then Nesrin, Eula, and Lapis. And her parents, a bit bewildered at the moment, follow suit, embracing each of you in turn. They seem more reticent to do so, but the overwhelming sense of gratitude is the strong feeling they project. And in the midst of all of this expression of gratitude and appreciation, the distant sound of horses.
Time to go.
I immediately make sure that I'm with Leeson.
If we could stay fairly close together, this would be a nice time to do Pass Without a Trace so they can't track us.
Yes, it is.
Does everyone agree with that?
Sounds good to me.
Magic to wield.
Let's all travel together.
Let's go.
As soon as we're all saddled up and ready to go, I cast Pass Without a Trace.
And you start to maneuver your animals steadily, but not at a gallop, staying close together, so you get through this rocky landscape, but pushing your pace best you can until you make your way back towards the green fields. As you travel, what rings in your mind now, particularly now that you've had a chance to think about it, is the phrase that you heard over and over and over again inside the camp. Tiamat be praised. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Tiamat be praised. Do not be brave.
Glad I didn't die.
We're all alive.
You're all
Yay!
alive. Say,
Hey!
We
And
made
I
it.
didn't even take any hit points.
yay, Susan.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
great
was
job,
amazing,
Susan.
sister girl.
Hey, thank you so much.
Good
Amazing.
job, Susan.
You were absolutely amazing. Thank you so
Yes,
much
you were. You were awesome.
That was
for
great.
coming to do this.
Oh yes, a blast.
We can't wait to have you back, Miss Susan Riley. We can't wait
Yes.
for us to develop your story further. And until then, we hope that you will all please be kind, have fun, and play the role.
Play the real.
Wow! Wow!
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
Dragon mask. I hope you had fun.
Yes, I loved it.